F1 cars in the 1980s had more horsepower than a Bugatti Chiron, and it was all thanks to a tiny turbocharger. The turbo era of F1 was a time of insane power and speed, with engines producing over 1,400 horsepower. But this incredible power came at a price. The cars were incredibly difficult to drive, and the engines were prone to exploding in a ball of fire. This is the story of the wildest era in F1 history, and the brave drivers who tamed these turbocharged monsters. What's the most powerful F1 car you've ever seen?
An F1 team once built a car with 6 wheels, and it was surprisingly successful. The Tyro P34 was one of the most bizarre and iconic cars in F1 history. The car had 4 small wheels at the front and 2 large wheels at the back, a design that was supposed to improve its aerodynamics and braking. And for a while, it worked. The P34 won 1 race and finished on the podium several times. But the car was eventually abandoned due to its complexity and the difficulty of developing tires for it. This is the story of the 6-wheeled F1 car and the team that dared to be different. F1 has a dark history of ignoring safety, and it took a series of tragic deaths to change the sport forever. In the early days of F1, safety was an afterthought. The tracks were dangerous, the cars were fragile, and the drivers were seen as disposable heroes. But a series of high-profile deaths in the 1960s and 1970s forced the sport to confront its safety record. This is the story of how F1 went from being a death sport to a world leader in safety, and the people who fought to make the sport safer for everyone. What's the biggest safety innovation in F1 history?
F1 is a sport of bitter rivalries, and some of them have turned ugly. From the epic battles between Senna and Prost to the intense rivalry between Hamilton and Rosberg, F1 has a long history of drivers who are willing to do anything to win. But what are the most iconic rivalries in F1 history? And which one was the most intense? This is the story of the biggest rivalries in F1 and the moments that defined them. From on-track collisions to off-track mind games, these rivalries are what make F1 so exciting. Who is your favorite F1 rivalry of all time?
F1 teams will do anything to win. And sometimes that means cheating. From secret fuel tanks to illegal aerodynamic devices, F1 has a long and colorful history of teams trying to bend the rules. But what are the most ingenious cheating scandals in F1 history? And how did they get away with it? This is the story of the dark art of F1 cheating and the teams who are willing to risk everything for a competitive advantage. From the fan car to Spygate, these are the scandals that rocked the sport to its core. What's the most outrageous F1 cheating scandal you've ever heard of?